NHL Nightly with your host, the sports, a.k.a. Beer Lebowski, a.k.a. Jeremiah Maxwell. And with him, as always, maybe Perlo, Wisdom, and Rico in Barry.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to NHL Nightly, brought to you by Fans First Sports Network. Please leave a like, subscribe. You can watch us on Twitter, YouTube. Where else, Guy?
Pornhub.
Twitch. We're also on Twitch and sometimes Instagram. This is Rocket, our new rescue puppy here at the Maxwell Lake House in Anchorage, Alaska. I am your host, Jeremiah Maxwell, a.k.a. Beer Lebowski, a.k.a. The Sports Beard. You're on my channel live on YouTube, 10 p.m. Eastern, NHL Nightly. Again, brought to you by Fans for Sports Network. With me, as always, maybe is Rico and Barry. Hey, what's up, Rico? How's it going?
Good, man. Good. Lots of exciting games.
Yeah. We almost had a finish in that Oilers game. Then Boston almost won that game 1-0. They choked it away. Oh, Lucy, thank you so much. Thank you so much for popping in and taking a break from all your trash reality television shows you watch there in Texas. Love you for it. Appreciate you. You are the best. Okay. Yeah, dude, I was going to put sunglasses on because I'm in full stoner mode for this episode. Let's talk about the games. We called, I got to bury the lead. We had breaking news tonight. The Capitals traded Anthony Mantha to the Vegas Golden Knights for a second and a fourth. 50% retained salary. What a home run for Brian McClellan on this one. And I actually think this is a great move by Vegas. This adds a power forward. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about the Stars. They're about to drop the puck, Lucy, with the Sharks. And there's a lot of people that like them as the Stanley Cup champion this year. They have a good team. And would not be surprised to see them host the Cup. Oh, we getting Perlo in. Oh, yeah, live from Edmonton, Mr. Perlo Wisdom. Hey, Perlo, what's up? We're just talking about the breaking news. Anthony Mantha traded to the Vegas Golden Knights for a second and a fourth. I like this move for Vegas, and I thought Brian McClellan got really good return on the deal for a guy with an expiring deal anyway. But Mantha's having a hell of a year for the Caps. He's almost scored 20 goals. I think he'd be on pace for like 30 maybe.
And he hasn't actually had too bad of a defensive year either. I mean, he's put in some points, 34 points on year, but he's a plus player on a team like Washington too. So I know Vegas is missing Stone, and he's a huge defensive player for them. So they needed somebody on that wing in Vegas. They've been going the wrong way the last couple of games, so they needed to make a move ASAP. And great pickup and great get by Washington too.
Yeah. Perlo, you got thoughts or? Perlo, do you got thoughts? I think you're muted, buddy. If we're not hearing you, maybe need to log out and come back in. Okay, well, we'll move on since Perlo's figuring out his technical difficulties because I'm not hearing him. You're not hearing him, are you, Rico?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not hearing you, Perlo. You might want to back out, come back in or something. Restart your browser. See if that helps because I can't hear you. Shoot, I was going to run and get the other games, but we got Edmonton and Boston in overtime. And then the game I'm excited for is that Vancouver LA game. I think that's a real good game because Canucks have kind of been sliding and the Kings have been playing some good hockey as of late. So, Perlo, you're going to have to log out and come back in, man. Let's just try that. I'll remove you from the show and we'll see if we can, like I said, probably want to listen. I might know what's going on. Again, thanks, Lucy, for being in. Jared, thank you for the compliment. Appreciate you. The great Daryl Ray is interviewing Chris Tanev. Nice ad. Looks like Oilers won in overtime. Oilers scored in overtime. Leon Draisaitl, and I have him on fantasy, so can't care about that. But if you're Boston, you let that one slip through your fingers. So, because you had a 1-0 lead and you had a chance to bury the empty net, and you got to make that shot and you got to make it, and you win 2-0 maybe Edmonton gets a goal before the end of that period. Coyotes evened it.
It looked like they gave that tying goal to Hyman, but the overtime goal to McDavid, I thought Draisaitl was in on both of them.
Yeah, I think Draisaitl scored the tying goal.
They did give Draisaitl the OT, yeah.
Yeah, it's Draisaitl that scored both
2
of them.
points. It's got Hyman as the second goal scorer with Draisaitl on the assist, but
no, that's wrong. I mean, I just watched the highlights from Nessa, and he clearly scores the goal.
The tying goal?
The winning goal.
Oh yeah, the winning goal was Draisaitl. The timing goal was Hyman.
Oh, okay. And look, I, when they threw it up, I wasn't sure they were celebrating. Yeah. Perlo, why don't you test your audio?
Draisaitl, though.
Test your audio. Okay. Nope, because you didn't listen to me. You didn't restart. Leave and restart your browser and come back. No, leave the whole system. Get out of the system. Log out of the studio. Restart your browser and come back. Because we're not hearing you, my man. I'm not making it up. Yeah, Lucy, hockey is the greatest sport on earth. If you have not been to a Stars game and you have the capabilities to go, I highly suggest you go. You probably get it from... Okay, Mama's home probably. So, if you get a chance to see it live, you'll never watch a football game again. It is the greatest sport in the earth. I'm telling you. And there's not as many fights as there used to be, but they're picking up thanks to Matt Rempe. So the New York Rangers, who might have saved fighting in hockey, honestly. So yeah, I saw that, Jared. The Flames did. We could talk about that. The Flames claimed defenseman Joel Hanley off waivers from Dallas today. I like the move because they're going to be moving people out. I think they're most likely gonna. Okay, try now.
How's that?
You're back because you listen to me. There you go.
All right, good.
Yeah,
good.
Please listen to me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, just log out, restart your browser. If that doesn't fix it, then it's internet or something, man. Circumstances beyond.
Anyways, the Mantha trade was a great trade for Vegas. That was a great move, and nice pickup for Washington. It's good for both teams.
Yeah, I'm with you. No, carry on. I want to hear if you have more. Expound.
Mantha's having a really good year. He's on a contract year. So whether or not they're going to sign him after this, I don't know, but he's big body, and Vegas likes their big body guys. They have a lot of.
He's a good skater too, honestly.
On that team. Yeah. So, yeah, I think it was a good move by both teams to get a second and a fourth for a guy who's struggled up until now, and he's on a contract year. Not bad. Not a bad return. And a good pickup for Vegas. So it's one of those trades where you go, everybody got what they wanted. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, no, and I don't think by any stretch of the imagination the Vegas Golden Knights are done. They're aggressive, and you know what? Elliot Friedman brought this up today on Spit and Chicklets, and he's like, look, the American GMs, the ones that are working in America, I'm not saying they're American, they could be whatever nationality, they're not afraid to go balls in and make bad trades. And I think in Canada, there's a little bit more scrutiny by your media and by your fans. And the fans question everything you do, where here, nobody gives a fuck. They don't, the fan bases want to win. And if you look, the American teams that have gambled really heavy, Rutherford with the Penguins and really Kelly McCrimmon and George McPhee with the Vegas Golden Knights, and they've won. You look at those examples. I would also say this Tampa Bay has operated in that regard too a little bit with their. But I don't know. Do you guys disagree? I mean, with that premise, and this is Elliot Friedman that said it, not me. So, guys, don't come at me. No,
I heard it today as well. I heard Elliot talking to Biz and Witt about you know, you can get away with a little more stuff in the States, especially, you know, covering hockey and being on a panel and stuff like that. And it's a little more open, and people take stuff a lot more seriously and a lot more to heart and a lot more to offense on this side of border, it seems. So, I mean, that's well said. I mean, you look at TNT now, and God help them if they go to Atlanta, which would be a great spot because that's where TNT originated. So it was hilarious that Biz was like, are they going to call them the Thrashers again?
You know what? I think they should. And I'll tell you what they should also do. They should force Arizona, when they move, to give the franchise scoring rights back to the Winnipeg Jets. Because Teemu Selanne was a Winnipeg Jet, not an Arizona Coyote. And the fact that there is a team in Winnipeg, to me, that those records belong in Winnipeg. Am I wrong on this one? I've always thought that bothered me a little bit. As soon as Winnipeg got back, Arizona should have had a friend. You know, and their history starts right then and there. Hey, Salty, good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Yes, I think there's still a team in Atlanta. There's an AHL or ECHL team there in Atlanta. So we got 17 in the chat, man. This is booming. I do a little advertising. A shout out the New York Revival guys. Dropped them a $5. Talk a little bit about being a New York Giants fan and how brutal it is. We have PTSD from the draft noise. They played it, and I'm like, oh, I got to get me a soundboard, by the way, when we get goals being scored and stuff. Get a little want. Maybe I'll try to do it per goal horn like our boy Hot Take Hockey did. If you know the home team's goal, you know, I can't do like when they play the music or you get copyrighted, but I think you're allowed fair share, like 30 seconds. So you might be able to squeeze in a little Chelsea dagger there. The Blackhawks get going here in a couple of years with Bedard and Fantilli on the same line. It's amazing to me how quickly you can turn around, because raise your hand if you guys thought the Vancouver Canucks were going to be this good this year. Raise your hand. Now, after like 3 games, I was like, holy shit. Before the season started, I don't think anyone thought this is the team, man. I think they could be in the conference finals, and easily. I already think it's a foregone conclusion. Edmonton is playing Vegas in the first round, and they're going to destroy each other. And I honestly think Vegas, if they're healthy, if their Stone is back 100%, I think Vegas beats them. I think they're going to make the moves they need to make. I like Vegas defensively and goaltending-wise better than Edmonton. Yes, Edmonton has the forwards. Hyman's having a hell of a year. I'd say Kane and Nugent-Hopkins not having the best years. And McDavid and Draisaitl are McDavid and Draisaitl. They're on a different level. I mean, I guess Paul Paduti today, also shout out Paul Paduti, has a new article coming out on Daily Faceoff. That guy throws out amazing statistics. If you're not following Paul Paduti, follow him on Twitter or X or whatever. He said that Draisaitl retires like tomorrow. He's a Hall of Famer. I was like, wow. I mean, he has won a Hart Trophy. So, like, it's amazing. The last time I could think of players this high end on the same team that nobody ever talks about was Crosby and Malkin. Because Malkin's a Hart Trophy winner too, I believe, and a Conn Smythe Trophy winner. And you know, you need that top end skill. I just don't think Edmonton has it on the back end or in goaltending. But we'll see too. I mean, Ken Holland knows this is his last shot, right? Probably before he goes off into the – I think he's done a really good job as the general manager there. I think he had a lot to fix. Perlo, I think you would agree, being in Edmonton. I think Holland's totally too maligned, right? A little too maligned.
I got another Hall of Famer for you.
Yeah.
How about Sergei Bobrovsky? For 400 wins, 2 Vezinas, the guy might win a cup this year and solidify a Hall of Fame right there.
Yeah, I really want Florida to win in a lot of ways, guys, just because watching them in person, I was like, they don't have a weakness. And like, dude, we called it. My buddy was texting me earlier, my buddy Greg here, I think he was trying to get a little gambling information. And he was like, they did give Draisaitl credit for 2 goals. At least Yahoo Fantasy is telling me that, Rico. So they must have changed those goals. I'll check NHL because I don't want to break up what we were talking about. But I told him, I said, dude, you know, he thinks it's going to be the Leafs and the Rangers. I said, no, Florida's the best team in the East. It'll be an absolute colossal upset if they're not there.
And the only team I think that could maybe hang with them is Carolina Hurricanes. And last year, remember, that was probably my favorite series last year. It was 4 games, but like 3 of them went to overtime, and I think a couple of them were 3 or 4 or 5. I love 5 overtime.
There was a long game, and that's when Tkachuk just opened the gate and he said, "See you later," and he walked right out of the arena.
What a goal! That was such a great goal, and I'm telling you, man. Look, I don't think the Carolina has fixed their problems, and they're older. I like the bunting ad and stuff like that, but I think honestly, if they were getting more of the Leafs bunting, maybe so. But I don't know where you guys are at on that one. But I did say he was like, "Well, you should track your guys' win losses." I said, "Yeah, I'm too lazy for that, man. We got too much." But Perlo kind of does track his, and you can check his winnings. And I know you were up big this year, up as much as 97 or something, weren't you, Perlo? So I know it's been a couple rough weeks. No, I always think the second half is.
I'm back up to 30.
Yeah, but you're ahead for the year anyway. Yeah, so PayPal picks, and Perlo, don't forget to throw that up.
Picks, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's on the site too. Just give me.
I'll send a free link in the chat so they can just come in for free and see what I do. So
Perlo, you know who I'm afraid of in the West? I'm afraid of Dallas in the West because they could play any style, and Pavelski is hungry for a cup, man. Do you want to play just a shut it down defensive style game? Dallas will do that with Ottinger and the vets they have there. You want to play a little bit run and gun with Dallas? Yeah, you can. You want to rough it up a little bit with them? Yeah. I mean, you're going to see Tanev playing 20, 24 minutes tonight in the playoffs. You got Haskin in there, number 1D. I'd be afraid to play Dallas in the playoffs. They're a very, very motivated team.
I love the Tanev, too. The Tanev is just a great pickup for them. Great.
He's going to log so many minutes in the playoffs.
Great locker room guy. All he does is block shots. The only thing I'll say is I am a little concerned about his health. By the way, 4:25 left in that Kraken game. I don't have it on, so I hope you and Perlo are watching it. Jets Kraken. Big game for the Jets, I think. Kind of a big game for the Kraken, too, if they're going to keep their playoff hopes. This could be the deciding factor whether they're going to
draw.
So 4:25 Kraken have a power play. I don't think an empty net. I don't know. Maybe if you imagine doing an empty net power play, you're like, we got to win this game. It doesn't matter. Just
if it's the last game of the year and you need to win to get in the playoffs and you pull a goalie tied with 4 minutes left.
Yeah, tied with 4 minutes. Oh man, Rico, you hit that one out of the park. You were reading my brain on that one. I'm amped tonight, guys. My friend Brian Allen Davis from Transfer Sports Network, by the way, shout out Bad Brian Allen Davis. Check out his podcast, Steelers Galore. That's not the name of the podcast. It escapes me. He was at this Penguins game where they beat the Blue Jackets. First since 1991. I know we talked about that on the show, but anyway, if he ever listens to this, he'll get a kick out of that. I shouted him out on the podcast, hopefully. Preds tied 2-2 with Canadians with 7:57 left to go. I'm not watching that game either, boys. I didn't have time to set up a third monitor. And I had to lock my dogs out of here because they're being absolute colossal morons. So
I got the Kraken Jets on in Montreal, Nashville.
Okay. I have Kings, Canucks, and what's the other game I had on? Oh, I have Dallas Stars, San Jose. And that one I probably could switch off. I probably could switch over to that Nashville Habs game.
I need Nashville team total over 3.5 here. Montreal's playing them hard.
I'm actually kind of had a suspicion we were going to have a trade today, guys. Oh, also, one more small note, and I had written it down, but I didn't grab my notes. Zach Bogosian signs a 2-year extension with the not for much, like 1.24 a year or something, but 2-year extension with the Minnesota Wild. Bill Guerin just smart little move, gets a veteran D guy there. He's going to be a bottom 6 guy. He'll be able to finish out that contract. I think Bogosian.
Nashville scored.
Nashville just scored. Who scored the goal?
Good. Who got it there? Looks like Ryan O'Reilly.
They're telling me it's.
Yeah, came around the net, short side. O'Reilly, nice goal.
Factor, huh? Ryan O'Reilly's 23rd.
Willing his team to 9 straight here.
Did you have a goal scoring prop on the Factor, Perlo?
I've got Nashville in regulation, so I was really happy to see this.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
no.
they were
I got
gonna
Nashville.
destroy.
I thought if you had a goal scoring prop, we could play the goal scoring prop song.
Nyquist. I have Nyquist for an assist. Did Nyquist get an assist?
Yeah, he
Nyquist got
assisted
an
that goal.
assist. Perlo hit
There
a
we go.
prop. It was an assist prop, but not a goal
Oh.
prop. So he hit a prop.
Oh,
All right.
Kraken scored. Kraken up 4-3.
Oh, cracking up
Oh,
4-3.
That
Oh,
hurts.
shit.
Spirakowski on the power play. Shit, I need a draw there.
Was it
I
Berkey?
did not.
Berkey,
Yeah.
only his second of the year, man. He's having a
I got-
really bad year.
I got Appleton for an apple in this one. If he has an assist, that would be good.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He
but,
assisted
Appleton
on
has
the
an assist
Niederreiter
on the
goal.
Nino Niederreiter goal. You
There
got
we
your
go.
prop. You
Appleton
got
for
your
an
prop.
apple.
Sweet, Perlo. Awesome, man.
Another
Glad you
prop.
got your prop, baby.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
but
going to get a
I
soundboard.
have Winnipeg in regulation. So
I'm going to get a
Yeah.
soundboard. The New York Revival guys gave me an idea tonight. I want to get a soundboard. I didn't spell it out correct because I can't fucking type with my goddamn gnarly hands. I have to have a fucking full keyboard to type. It's like I cannot text. If I text you nonsense half the time, just go, I do not understand your gibberish, sir. It's not, and I'll retype it. They don't let you edit anything anymore. Like once you put it in, it's like chiseled in stone.
Oh, so apparently a Gensel deal might be done as soon as tomorrow, like early in the day, apparently.
What do you think? Oh, who's reporting that?
I don't know. I saw it come up on my feed somewhere, and it said a deal
He's
could be
going to-
done as
he's
early as
going to
Wednesday
Vegas.
for Jake Gensel.
he's going to Vegas. That's my.
They just made the move for
it's not my
Mantha, though.
leaning.
You think he's going to Vegas? Who was? You think it's Vegas, huh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh hopefully is hoping to have the deal in place
Actually,
by
now
Wednesday.
you bring that up. Maybe they got out of Gunsel and went for Mantha.
Pittsburgh's
So
eyeing a
maybe
first
he's
round
not-
pick,
Maybe he's not.
a
going
young
to
NHL
Vegas.
player,
You're right.
and a
Yes.
prospect in exchange for the potent winger.
Yeah.
And the deal. Darren Dreger said it.
Go to Edmonton, which is
Darren Dreger reported it. First round pick, a young NHL player, and a prospect in exchange for
Edmonton can
Gensel.
get
The deal-
Gensel. I think that's a good move by Edmonton if they can make it work with their cap.
Yeah, it could be Carolina, Edmonton, Florida, Vancouver, and Vegas. Darren
I think
Dreger said.
Carolina needs to do it. I think. What do you guys? I think Carolina needs to make a move like that. What do you guys think?
Well, the thing is, Gensel doesn't drive the line, so you got to put him with a playmaking center, and that might be like a
Exactly.
Sebastian Aho
That's
type.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also a Jack Eichel in
that's
Vegas
true,
would
yeah.
be pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eichel
I'll
could use
stick
that.
with Edmonton. I'll stick
Go
with
ahead.
Edmonton. I think he goes to Edmonton.
You mean Gensel?
Yeah, I think he goes to Edmonton. Yeah, Broberg,
Well,
Forgeot, and the first round pick or something.
You don't think
like that.
Lavoie? You don't think they'll ask for Lavoie?
First round pick, Dylan
That might
Holloway,
be.
and a prospect.
Yeah, that's what I think too. They could get there. That makes sense. And I think if you're Edmonton, you'd be willing to give up Dylan Holloway for. You add Gensel to that lineup. You know Colorado's not going to do anything either. They're going to do something. And right now,
Colorado needs a centerman.
yeah,
Colorado needs a center.
yeah, I think they're going to get Henrique or maybe they're in on Wenberg. It sounds like they could be in on Wenberg. We're going to see. I don't think Vancouver's done. Rutherford's like a genius. So Steve
you're
is
gonna
going
see
to
stuff happening all week. I think. I don't.
Yeah.
The most of the stuff's not going to happen on Friday.
Hey,
It's going to happen. all week.
Salty just brought up something too. Fucking Steve Yzerman. We have not talked a lot about the Red Wings this year. I could tell you. And I'm
Well, I think it's concerning that there's no deal in place for Patrick Kane yet. I mean, it could be. I mean,
No,
Yzerman's
I
always
don't-
been
no,
Yzerman's
I don't-
always been hush hush too. So Yzerman doesn't let anything out too.
but I don't think I think Kane wanted to see how it went. I think it has nothing. I think he was going to wait till after the season regardless. They're playing well. He's playing well for them. I think they keep him. I think he's probably done moving around.
and Michigan's a great place, man. Like, if I didn't live in Alaska, Michigan, I would highly consider living in Michigan. Like, if I can't be around mountains,
I love what Salty has to say there.
Yeah,
I love what Salty has to say there. I want Gudras and Vetrano. Yeah,
he's making money though too. Gudis has a bit of term.
Well, yeah, so they'd have to probably give him Justin Hall. And Justin Hall, I could see Anaheim taking a flyer on Justin Hall. They don't have salary cap problems. They could use defensive depth. They did trade Drysdale and to get Gauthier. So they could use a guy that's maybe a little bit more advanced. That I'm not saying that Hall is going to be, or that Drysdale can't be really special, but like Hall right now is probably a better defenseman than Drysdale. I know Hall has his defensive breakdowns, but like today, tomorrow, or whatever. So that's a nice little ad for Anaheim next year. They're probably not going to be trying to tank as bad. I don't mind that. And then you get, but I've heard, Friedman said, or I'm sorry, Frank Saravelli said this today on Daily Faceoff. He said he has been told. Obviously, Frank, I think, is probably him and Elliott are the two most reliable sources. You throw Dreger in there too.
Carconi goal prop. Fuck yeah.
You hit it? Okay, nice. Rico said a goal scoring prop.
You got him?
Yeah, Carconi goal prop 2-2 Arizona.
That's not good. I don't.
Rico hit a goal scoring prop. He hit a prop.
Another proper rune.
Rico.
We didn't even talk today. We're just nailing props like props are nothing.
Dude, I love that you put out your stuff, and then during the day, I know you guys think all about what you're going to do with your money and you get a little more advanced with your bets. That's why you got to check out Perlo's site. We ain't trying to give everything away for free. We don't make anything from this show. It's just us talking hockey because we love it. We do it for free.
Yeah.
But Perlo is a handicapper, so check his stuff out. That's the way I can pay him, is by promote his stuff. And then, buy shit from him every once in a while or whatever.
Do whatever you want to do, but
yeah, I mean, we're getting you a new laptop. That's happening. We got to figure that one out. A specific streaming laptop.
If you don't do what Perlo tells you to do, he's just going to unload you. That's his part-time job. He just unloads people. You don't even hear from him again.
Yeah. You're just going to be another body in the mix.
Yeah. I don't know where to go from here, boys. Hey,
Seattle's going to win 4-3. Montreal tied it up 3-3. Arizona's 2-2. So we got some close games here.
No, I don't want Montreal to tie it up. Son of a bitch.
Well, there's 3:30 left, Perlo. You're all right. You're not out of it. Well, it looks like Kraken are going to win that game against the Jets.
That's a huge 2 points for the Kraken, man, especially with St. Louis losing.
Can we get back to the conversation about how Ryan Whitney was told the Jets were total frauds? And I'm going to go to my grave going, I want to know who that is. I want to know, if Ryan Whitney told me in my ear, I would never tell anybody in the soul. But I feel like I got to know who was fucking ballsy enough to say, because I'll tell you what, I think Rick Bowness is one of the best coaches right now in the NHL. And I think he's a really good motivator. And I'll tell you what, I don't think it was an accident that right after that came out, the Jets looked the best they've looked. Now, look, Kraken are playing for their playoff lives. And I just feel like regardless the Kraken are winning,
maybe it was somebody that was on the pod. They did interview a lot of guys at the All-Star game.
Yeah, I mean, he knows a lot of people, though, man. He talks to Jason Gregor. He talks to all those guys. Like, he talks to Gregor there in Edmonton. He talked about that. So,
Nashville scored 4-3.
Oh, Perlo! You're gonna win. You're gonna get your regulation. Michael McCarron is 10th of the year.
I was gonna take his goal prop. Fucking.
Oh. Shit, what was his goal prop? Probably 600.
Oh yeah, he was.
That's only his 10th goal. So
I imagine you could have got some pretty good odds on that.
He's been playing hard, man. He's one guy that's benefited from Ryan O'Reilly being in Nashville. The guy just wins puck battles. He's just so hard to play against. He's in front of the net. Nobody could knock him out. Oh, that wasn't a high stick, was it? No, that's a good goal.
No, that's on the board, but it's unassisted. So if you had any more assist props, yeah, that was a power play goal to put. There's still that game is still on, that Seattle Jets game. It says I'm still showing time left. 9 seconds left.
Yeah, there is.
Jets on the power play as well. So
they're in Seattle zone right now, taking a face off, goalie out.
So I'll say this.
18 seconds left.
Oh, 18 seconds left. Oh, I got 0. I got its final 4-3 Kraken from NHL.com. I just didn't want to hassle with trying to. Yes, NHL, change your viewing policy. How the Seattle Kraken are a regional blackout game for me in Alaska. Also, if you live in Montana, which is my home state where I'm from originally, you are blacked out from the Seattle Kraken, Colorado Avalanche, and the Minnesota Wild. Like, get the F out of here, NHL. Like, do you want to grow your sport? Like, you should not have regional blackouts if they don't live in the same city as if you live in Spokane, Washington, the Seattle Kraken should not be blacked out for you. They should be, that's a 3-hour drive. Come on, guys. If you live in a different state or province, that game should not be blacked out for you. That is an absolute horseshit. You are choking your game from viewership. And I just don't understand it, man. What are they doing?
Uh-oh.
Pache Cocky cracks me up tonight. He's on one. He was talking about getting Luke Shin back. Dude, the Predators are going to make the playoff. Oh, did they take that goal off?
Oh, fuck. No goal for Nashville. High stick by McCarron. God, I needed fucking Nashville 3.5 team total.
Oh, we're okay, bro. 2:41 left. Still time. Still time. That would suck if you had that Cats goal scoring prop now. Now it's probably a good thing.
Damn, shit. He just stopped it with and it hit his stick. He didn't even mean to do it. Ah, God.
Okay, I want to see just shout out Hate Cocky real quick. Hate Cocky. Would be nice to see Jared McCann as a Toronto Maple Leaf. Nick Alberga. He's reaching. What wasn't Jared McCann a Toronto Maple Leaf? They didn't protect him in the draft because he wanted to save Hall or whoever. I don't know. I don't think for a minute the Kraken wanted Hall. I think the Kraken already had a lot of defensive depth. I mean, they got set up. Adam Larson, Jamie Alexiak. I mean, I thought Vince Dunn. I thought they got like a shit ton of good defense. Carson Soucy, like when they first started.
And Justin Schultz was good there last year.
Yeah, Justin Schultz too. Like they got him. Like I'm saying, like I don't think Justin Hall was ever going to be the guy they wanted to get. I think they would have taken, because it's so funny, they got Tanev and McCann. It was so weird. Like Tanev, I think, would have been a great Leaf, man. Like, fuck, they missed the boat on that one. Now, I'll say
they didn't have the assets to get him, though. That's a problem.
What are you talking about, Curlo? He was on the team.
And ask Hot Take if Justin Hull is better than Drysdale. There's no damn way. He hates Justin Hull with a passion.
No, I mean, he's not a big Justin Hall fan. I actually joked with him, and I know Salty's in here. I actually thought Justin Hall would play well with the Detroit Red Wings because I don't think there's as much media scrutiny there. They haven't been good for a decade, really. And they're making the playoffs. There's no doubt they're in the playoffs, and they could make some noise. Like, we literally have not talked about them very much, but I'm telling you, like, I would not be surprised if they beat whoever they play. You know?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't want to be playing Detroit either. And look who they had. Husso and Reimer was their goalie tandem. Like, good pickup on Alex Lyon, man. This guy's taking this team in the playoffs.
$1.25 million Yzerman is playing Lyon. He single-handedly got the fucking Panthers in the playoffs last year. And then he got rewarded with it by not playing well. So they put Bob in, and Bob's like Bob mode because he's been rested and he's like, I'm ready to go. And I just think too, like, just listening to Steven Valiquette and all these goaltending guys, Carter Hutton, all these guys are out there doing it. Mike McKenna. Like, you got to be so athletic to be a goalie now. That's why they don't want you playing 70 fucking games. It's a different game. And that's, I mean, I guarantee you that's what worries me about Colorado. I think the Chickens are going to come home to roost for McFarland and Sakic, and they really got to figure it out. So we'll see. Like I said, I think the Red Wings could upset a team. I mean, like, we're looking at it. So 36 seconds left. It looks like we're going to get OT. Now, if the Panthers score an overtime and win, are you still good on your over 3.5?
Yeah.
I didn't know if that counted or if it gets washed or whatever. If you have, because now
shit. No, I think you're right. I think I have it in regulation. Damn.
Or does it matter?
I think it's team total over 3.5 in regulation.
Okay.
Yeah. And Montreal's got the power play, so that's done.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one thing I'll say is I was actually surprised to see Caulfield's not leading them in goals this year. It's Nick Suzuki. I was shocked, actually. And this is where he excels. I think he has like 4 or 5 overtime goals this year because, he's little and it's easier for him to get to the difficult places because in a regular game, he doesn't seem to get there, I don't think. I mean, I'm not trying to be critical. I like Caulfield. I mean, he's probably going to play for the U.S. team in some form as like a specialist or something. But
Perlo, do you think this Vancouver LA game is going to go under? I didn't take any point props in that game.
That was my lean. Yeah, that was my lean, but
I can't see a ton of goals in this Vancouver LA game for some reason.
No, I can't either. It's going to be tight, but I would lean Vancouver because I just can't trust Talbot. I can't.
I thought you put 2 pearls. I thought you put 2 pearls on the Kings today at 2:00 on your site.
I tweeted one of your props too.
Nope. I did not. That was yesterday. I did not take the Kings at all. No, I'm looking down.
I'm on the
I had the Panthers money line first period, over 1.5 first period. Yeah, I did not put any money on the Kings.
Let me address Salty in the chat. But the Kings game is underway, so you will have had to have gotten your bets in, I'm sure, unless you can live. I don't know what the live bet rules are, but anyway, it's underway. 0-0. Vancouver had a scoring chance. Also, Sharks and Stars are underway. About 50 seconds into that game. Funny to have 2 10:30 Eastern starts. I know they're in San Jose and LA respectively, so just kind of odd that they didn't have a. I mean, a lot of times the West Coast games start at 7-2. I'm just a little 7. Yes, I saw that, Jared. It sounds like the Flames and Lightning are close to a trade for. I've heard that too with Noah Hannafin. But let me address Salt here. I feel like we've kind of undersold the Detroit Red Wings. He says, I'm scared with Larkin, though. Raymond, Cat, and Kane need to step up. I want to hear you guys' opinion, but I'm just going to say real quick, I believe that Stevie Yzerman is going to make some moves. I think he is very secretive. He doesn't say much. Smokes a bowl when he's off work. Dude's chill. Like, Stevie Bong hits is like he's working up a master plan, channeling Jerry Garcia, get him in the mindset to make a massive trade for this Detroit Red Wings. I love it. I think they're going to be okay, and I think he could. I love that Vetrano, maybe Gudis. That would be interesting. Now, I'm going to say if I'm Gudis moving from Florida to Southern California, he probably don't want to go to Michigan. I don't know if he has an NTC. I'd be surprised if Verbeek traded either of those guys. It would have to be a pretty good package, I think. And for what I'm thinking, he's content to keep because, like, look, Vetrano has term. He's got another year left. Gudis has got term. I think he's got another 2 years left or 3 years left. So
I thought he got a 4-year deal, if I'm not mistaken. So I haven't even heard Gudas's in any of the trades, to be honest with you. I went through Frank Saravelli's top 50 extensively because he does all the work. Why should I? I've looked, like you look now, the teams are so top heavy and you just don't see the deep teams like you had in the 90s and early 2000s when the salary cap didn't exist. And you had guys, you had Brendan Shanahan playing fourth line for the Detroit Red Wings. I'm joking, that wasn't the case. But like Darren McCarthy was a fourth liner, and that guy was awesome. He scored some of the biggest goals in Red Wings history. 4-time Stanley Cup winner, I believe, too, Darren McCarthy. What a beast that guy is.
McCarty and Draper and Maltby, man. Fourth line.
Dude, that second line was so good. And Rico, I know you were a big Wings fan, so I love Darren McCarty. By the way, I believe Darren McCarty works in hockey media, Woodward Sports. So shout out Darren McCarty from Woodward Sports. Love that guy. I wish you'd have played for the Capitals for a couple of years. I think he did play, or did he play for Detroit Darren McCarty played Detroit his whole career? You got to let me know. Did Tim Taylor, yep, Doug Brown, look at Verbeek, Patty Verbeek, the little ball of hay.
They had Luke Robitaille there. They had so many ex-Hall of Famers playing on that team.
Detroit Red Wings team is so talented, it's ridiculous. And I'll tell you what, I didn't get to experience any of Bob Orr's career. I know, Perlo, you got a little bit of it when you were young. Nick Lidstrom is the greatest defenseman I've ever seen play the game. And I've seen Ray Bourque. I mean, I'm saying the greatest defenseman I've ever seen play the game. Just incredible, and wouldn't take a penalty, and just wouldn't ever be out of position. Just incredible. And I see Perlo's look like he's like, yeah, I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not. No.
So
How
good.
Could you argue?
Oh,
the guy never made a bad pass.
Thank you, Salty.
The best
Salty said
any defenseman I've ever seen, for sure.
Perlo, my favorite thing he did, just you're fine. In congruence with what you would say, is there when guys would rifle the puck out of the zone and he would just take the puck right out of midair and nope, you're not getting out of the zone. You couldn't get the puck out of the zone with him on the point. He was like giant fly swatter, and he caught everything that you tried to get out of the zone, and you were effed.
Yeah.
And he passed it to the Magic Man, and he deked between his legs and shoved it over your frickin' shoulder, and you lose. Dude, that guy was so good.
The best stick from a defenseman I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Not even close.
See, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. A Bobby Orr defensive, defensive defense, the Bobby Orr offensive defenseman award for the year. And then the Rod Langway, the defensive defenseman. And then you can call the fucking all defensive everything best of both, the Nicky Lidstrom. What happened?
What happened, Rico?
Duclair, goal prop.
Oh, did San Jose score?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're up 1-0. San Jose up 1-0. And by the way, there's a guy we haven't talked a lot about moving. We talked a little bit yesterday. By the way, Salty, I want to acknowledge Salty said Darren McCarty played for the Flames for 2 years. Shout out that. I didn't remember that. I thought he might have played for a Canadian team, but I wasn't sure. Thank you, Salty.
The Detroit of the mid-'90s were part of my junior hockey hood, man. Even the Russian five of Konstantinov, Fetisov, Kozlov, Fedorov, and Larionov, the Russian five, man.
Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate you.
Thus.
Dude, Sergei Fedorov was my favorite player to watch for so many years. I love that guy. Flashy. And I was amazed by the Russians because, they were this aliens. They were so good as an Olympic team, but very few of them played in the NHL. McGillney was one of the first guys I remember seeing that was dominant Russian guy. And that's why he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, by the way. Anybody listening to this, Alexander McGillney, Hall of Fame, should be in the Hall of Fame. Has a Stanley Cup, but was incredible. I think the dude scored 81 year or something. We always look at this and I'm like, why is this dude not in the Hall of Fame? I think he has over 500 goals. It's I totally don't get it. Yeah, Rico and Perlo did amazing jobs filling in, Andrew said. Well, except for one day, Andrew. They tried to get us banned. I know it was totally not your fault, which I'm a little confused with YouTube. Like, I'm going to have to write them. Hopefully, we don't have any problems. So, I mean, no running shows on my channel without further notice. Like, and Tim York's got to send proof that he's got a porn bot free computer. So we got to be careful there. And I love Tim. Tim, I love you. We want you on the show. You're great, and I love your hockey insight. And I mean, dude, you're like our hockey historian, man. So I love having guys that have answers to questions. And honestly, this show is geared to make money in Canada. Like, I'm not even trying to get that many U.S. I want U.S. hockey fans. I do. But Canada are the people that actually care about shit like this. U.S. people are watching fucking the New York Revival guys talking about the draft for the New York Giants and shit, which, God, love those guys. They're great. But, like, football is king here. And, hockey is not even in junior high anymore, I don't think. I mean, they kind of did it to themselves with the labor stoppages. I think that hurt them bad in the U.S. So,
is Saquon Barkley going to be a running back for the Giants next year?
Yeah, I don't think so, man. They're going to let him walk. I don't think we're going to get Xavier McKinney either. They looks like they're going to let him walk, and he's the one I'm like, man, he's 24 and he's kind of good. Occupancy, what's up, brother? So we'll see.
Yeah. I tailed your Canucks first period draw there, Perlo. In the Canucks game.
Oh yeah, you got to get a goal here. Oh, it's still 0-0. If it's 0-0, do you hit that bet?
Yeah. I just need it to be tied after the first because I just can't see a lot of goals in this game.
No, I love how LA is playing defense, man, and it's so funny because like I thought they were really good defensively. Anyway, the Lindy Ruff and the Todd McClellan firings are gonna be head scratchers for me. And I don't know, man. This is what LTI has on LA has on disability. Arvidsson. Okay, I got to go to their roster now.
Occupancy's in the chat.
What? Yeah. He said, hey,
in the chat.
I'll jump on for 10 minutes if you want. Yeah, occupancy. I can throw the link to you, my man. I'll DM it to you though. I'm not putting it in the chat. Yeah. We're not putting the link in the chat for a while, guys. We got to figure out what's going on there. I need to talk to YouTube, and we're just starting to gain a lot of popularity, man. I'm almost to 1,000 on Twitter again, which is cool, man. Because when I left Twitter as a human and came back as a sports beard, I had almost 9,000 followers. So I'm really happy to be back on Twitter just as the sports beard and in that capacity for the last, I guess, 4 or 5 years now. But I'm getting close.
I'm just shy of 4,000. So if you're not following me there, give me a follow there.
Yeah. Shout out Perlo. He's on his Twitter link is on the on his name there. So at Perlo NHL OW. Go check at POW. Sorry, NHL POW. Go check that out. Occupancy. I did drop the link for you. So if you want to come in, we're going to have a little Occupancy Tuesday. So just a quick update of the scores, and then we're going to review tomorrow's games. And we'll have occupancy on here for that maybe. So as we called it, Panthers over the Devils. The Blue Jackets did lose to the Penguins. I thought they kind of got jobbed in this game, but I will say this. None of us were going to take that bet with the links for the Pittsburgh, so I think most of you stayed away from it. You threw a little tiny bit on the Blue Jackets because they were such plus favorites. Or plus underdogs, sorry. But so that was 5-3 Pittsburgh. But Blue Jackets outshot them. I liked what I saw from them most of the game. Bruins choked this game away, a minute and a half to go. They were up 1-0, and they lose 2-1 in overtime to the Oilers. They're going to regret that one, but maybe a little bit of payback for the game. And then
I had the Oilers, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I know that was one we spent so much time talking about. Like I couldn't even, my brain was mush. I was like, I don't even remember what anybody picked. We did have I liked the Islanders over the Blues.
Oh shit, dude! Read what Andrew's saying.
What? No, Andrew. Nobody should have sent you anything from.
You should have gotten any email or sent any money to us, man. We haven't received anything. So you need to. There's no membership. We don't have a membership. I'm not member anything. So I think you got something false from Tim, and you probably need to dispute that you have a fraudulent charge, my man. That's not.
Call your credit card company. They're not a financial institution. They're not a bank. They can do a clawback. You just need to call your credit card company and let them know what happened, and they'll reverse the charge. If you paid by a debit or paid by cash, that's different. But credit card, you can reverse a charge, but you need to call your financial credit card company.
Yeah, no, we haven't taken any donations or anyway. Occupancy, I did drop that link, did I not? Hold on. He's probably waiting for me to drop the link. Occupancy, I think I dropped the link now. I thought I dropped the link. Yeah, try it again. Yeah, I don't know, Salty. Andrew, reach out to me on Twitter, and maybe we have a FaceTime off thing, and we can figure this out, man. But I can attest, man. I don't know where you got any donations. You should have sent money to Tim York or somebody pretending to be Tim York. So yeah, I mean, the only way to donate when we do get enough followers is through the YouTube thing, or I'll set up a link for a PayPal that you can pay into. But honestly, man, I think we're good on that. I'm not trying to take anybody's money. We just, yes, we would love to be sponsored by a gambling company or something like that, but we're like, hey, we're not taking money from our listeners, and for anything really. That's not the way we're trying to go. I'm not trying to build like the streamers and stuff. This is non-traditional. I want this to be a show for people to come and enjoy it. And I mean, eventually we'll get to the point where we have enough followers and you guys can donate, and hey, we'll do that. And every cent you give us, we'll put right back into the show. Like we'll get Perlo on a computer that wasn't chiseled in the Stone Age so we can actually see him crystal clear.
Shut up.
So I mean, sometimes
I bought this 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's fine with Tony's picks, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's weird because when you were hosting it while I was gone, it was not good either. So here, let me make sure I sent occupancy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Occupancy, I'm gonna send the other link to you here. So if you're listening and you're not, I'm gonna send it to you again. Just like back out and you might have to restart your browser too, because if you were in, you can still go to the old link. So if you click on the old link on accident in your Twitter thing, so just click on the most recent one. That could be the thing. All right. Well, while we're waiting for occupancy, if he comes, we only have 3 games to preview tomorrow, so he can catch up if he pops on. He said 10 minutes. I wouldn't mind being done in around that time anyway. So tomorrow is TNT Wednesday here in the States. I'd probably whatever you guys call it in Canada. Wednesday night hockey. I don't know what they call it. Wednesday night hockey. Rico, TSN, or Sports.
Yeah, I'll be watching the TNT broadcast anyway.
Yeah, Sabres Maple Leafs. And Sabres been. I like their game. I mean, they look good. I'm really big. I was a fan of Granato. I mean, he handled himself. He had TJ Lessmore. I thought he did not call a good game, and I thought Granato had plenty to complain about, and he did. I think he got fined from that game, actually. And he was giving it to him, and I kind of didn't blame him. There were some missed calls, and I thought Florida played a pretty good game against a pretty good Florida team. So Red Wings, Avalanche, and Senators, Ducks are the 3 games. Any one of those you guys want to talk about specifically, or just go right down the line? I'll give you the plus and minuses and the over-unders if you're ready. Sabres, Maple Leafs is over 6.5, and the Sabres are a plus 160 road dog. How are you guys seeing that game?
I mean, the Leafs heavy favorites, man, but again, it's probably going to be Samsonov in net, so you don't know what you're going to get from him.
Well, he's played good, right? It was Wall that got lit up. Yeah, right?
But still, I don't have confidence in any one of them right now until Wall gets a little more games under him, gets playing like he did before he got injured. But Buffalo always plays Toronto tough. Toronto usually gets them at home, and they usually lose in Buffalo. So I think after that Boston game, I think Toronto comes out and probably wins this one, but that's just a hefty price to pay against the Leafs. So I mean, I can't go against Toronto. They're coming off a loss. But
Yeah, no, I love it, Rico. Carlo, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, sorry, Rico.
Thing is, they're playing the Bruins the next night again too, though. They're going to Boston the very next night, so they might be having that in the back of their head.
Total letdown game here. Yeah, I'll take the Sabres plus 1.5 at minus 140. I think at the very least they stay in it here. It'll be close. I will take a little bit on the draw. I think Toronto will be looking to head to Boston, not really giving a crap about Buffalo. And Buffalo will give a lot of crap about playing Toronto. It's like it's Toronto and they have nothing to play for, but this could be something to play for. So I'll take Buffalo money line at the plus money and plus 1.5, and maybe a little bit on the draw. So all I have to worry about is Toronto won't win in regulation. That's what I would do there.
All right, right on. Okay, you guys ready to move on to Avalanche Red Wings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Red Wings coming off 2 losses, and Colorado's such a heavy favorite in this game.
Well, let me give the lines real quick, Rico, and then you could go. Let me give the lines. Sorry, I'm going.
I thought you paused for a minute.
Yeah, I want to have some natural pauses built in so I can insert ads, boys. Got to insert ads, so I'm naturally pausing a little bit here. But Red Wings Avalanche plus 160 road dogs for the Red Wings. And yeah, it does suck. The over-under 6.5 does suck. No Dylan Larkin. Go ahead, Rico. You talk about the game.
Yeah, first game on a road trip here, coming off 2 losses for Detroit. They are going to come out and play a tough game against Colorado. Just looking at the price of Colorado, they're like minus 200 favorites here. I know they beat the Blackhawks, the Stars. You know, they won pretty convincingly in their last three games, but I mean, that's, you know, Colorado should win this game, but I know Detroit's going to come out pretty strong here. First game of a road trip, try to set the tone a little bit. So I'm not betting Colorado at that price, so I might sprinkle a bit on Detroit. Maybe a little back and forth game. Probably see some goals. But yeah, if I'm going to lean the side at that price, I'll take a small little bet on Detroit there.
Hello, Ben, your pick on that. Avalanche.
You said no Larkin? That's a surprise to me.
Yeah, he got injured.
A couple weeks.
Got injured.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's not healthy, scratched or anything.
I don't know how I didn't know that, but without Larkin in that lineup, it's going to be tough. I mean, at that money, I'll take Detroit plus 1.5 again. I'll do that again. I can't take Colorado at that price, so I'll take Detroit just to hold on long enough to get it like 4-3 or something like that. I'll take Detroit plus 1.5.
Okay, real quick score update. Montreal did win that game in overtime, 4-3 over the Preds. So the Preds 8-game win streak loses. That's typical. The Seattle Kraken win 4-3 against the Jets and Reg, and the Chicago Blackhawks are up 4-2 going into the third on the Arizona Coyotes. Of course they are. And the LA Kings are up 1-0. Trevor Moore unassisted, that guy that we talked about. I don't know, somebody on this show, not bloody me, because I didn't think for sure that they would be trading Trevor Moore, but some dumbass on this show did. So anyway, and on the Sharks are up 1-0, obviously, over Dallas, Anthony Duclair. And all those are still in the first.
Kurashev goal prop. Bang. Oh.
Who?
Kurashev goal prop for Chicago.
Oh, Rico hit a goal scoring prop. Rico hit a goal scoring prop. He hit a prop. Yeah, right on. Rico hitting a prop. Okay, so Rico hits another goal scoring prop. I don't know if Rico tweets out these gems, but I'll tell you what. If one were following Rico's goal scoring props, one would be very rich. Yep. Lucy's back, says go Stars. Yeah, Lucy, unfortunately, right now they're losing to the San Jose Sharks. The San Jose Sharks are one of the worst teams in the league, but they are playing better as of late. They've been getting some players back and stuff. So, and I'll say this, guys, there are very few games I've seen the Sharks get blown out. I mean, they've played in a lot of tight games. Like, they're working their butts off. They just don't have any talent on that team at all. So, Yeah, I mean, it's just the case. And then the final score updates, earlier scores, if you guys weren't here, and I've got the scoreboard update as of now. Panthers win 5-3 in New Jersey. The Blue Jackets lose 3-5 in Pittsburgh. Edmonton comes back with a minute and a half left, down 1 goal with 1-0. Boston win 2-1 in overtime, thanks to, I'm seeing Leon Draisaitl get credit for both goals here on NHL.com. Rico said you got Hyman there. I still have 2 for, and Yahoo Fantasy said 2 for Leon Draisaitl. So I think Draisaitl.
Oh yeah, it changed. It changed from Hyman to Draisaitl. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, I'm not that freaking high. So I was pretty sure I'd seen it with my own eyes that it was Draisaitl's. Okay, so the final game tomorrow, and that's probably going to be the show tonight, guys. Senators at Ducks. It's probably one I won't spend any time watching, boys. Definitely be on the TNT games. Both those games are going to be good. I have zero interest in Senators Ducks. In fact, man, again, I continue to say it. I don't think there's a more disappointing team in this year in the NHL than the Ottawa Senators. And I can't tell you what their problem is. It's just weird because I like their team. It's so odd. Rico, who do you like in that? Ducks are plus 130 road dog, and the over-under is 6.5.
God, probably a draw there. If not, I mean, I was thinking Anaheim because they played that tight game against Vancouver. But I mean, Ottawa's going out on a road trip. If they're going to win one game on this thing, they should probably win this first one because they're playing the Kings after Sharks. But that's a tough call, man. I'd honestly just flip a coin right now and let it hand on whatever it does and take that team.
We have 142 in the chat. Are we getting a raid? I don't know. That's odd. 142 anyway. Thanks. That's a record for us on NHL Nightly. I guess a little advertising on the New York Revival helped tonight. If anybody came over from the Revival, leave a like, subscribe. If you like hockey, we talk hockey 4 days a week. This is NHL Nightly, brought to you by Fans for Sports Network. I am Jeremiah Maxwell, a.k.a. the Sports Beard, a.k.a. Beard Lebowski, with me as
Andrew
always.
Posted us in his friend's Discord. Sorry to cut you off. Said, hope
Andrew,
that's okay.
thank you. Thank you, Andrew. You're the best. Appreciate you. And then that's awesome, Andrew. I appreciate it. And then Rico is in Barrie, Ontario, former AAA. You played AAA, right? And he's our casual gambler / men's league player, but you haven't had any men's league games for a while, right?
Friday night, actually, we won 5-4.
Oh, we haven't had any men's league stories. You're gonna have to give us a men's league story after we're done. He just finished picking Ottawa, right, in this game?
Yeah, I'll take the Sens.
Okay, and then Perlo, our friend, main man, Steve Duncan from Edmonton, Alberta, covers gambling extensively and is a successful handicapper. Check out his website. He is going to give us who he likes on Ottawa versus the Anaheim Ducks, who are plus 130 home dogs. What do you think, Perlo?
Ottawa has to play LA after this. Much bigger game for them. I think this is just going to be a goal fest. I'll take the over 6.5. I can't see anybody playing defense here. They have no reason to, unless it's a non-event game where nobody gives a shit. But I think Anaheim will play for their fans, and Ottawa will come in tow eventually. So I would take over 6.5.
Okay, I love it. Perlo's on the over.
Yeah.
What people are saying for subscribers only, huh? Well, just subscribe. Just tell them to subscribe. It doesn't charge. You should not be charged. And if you are being charged, do not pay. So do not pay. There's no. I can't even charge a subscriber. We only have 270 subscribers. I can't charge for a membership. And anyway, I wouldn't do a members only thing. We're not ever going to do that. Even if we can get subscribers, you can pay for tiers. We'll do T-shirts or something like that, where you get something back from us when we get to over 1,000 subscribers, which we're not far, guys. We're trying to get to 500 by the end of this year. That would be awesome. I'm being realistic about the growth of this show, but get the word out there. I'm working very, very hard to write for Fans First Sports Network. I'm their first and only lead NHL writer. And Rico is and Perlo are putting in the work on the gambling, and they're in with the Ice Guys a lot. And we support other small streams. Check out the Ice Guys. I don't think the Ice Guys are a small stream anymore. Do you guys?
No, they're getting 200 to 300 daily on their shows.
Yeah,
so
because they're good. They're good, and they know what they're doing. And Ian and Alex put in the work, man. And I know Alex has been in here before, and shout out those guys. Wow, we have 1,064 in the chat. What is going on?
There's AI bots going on or something. Either that or Andrew gave us the bump. We got to get him a T-shirt that says "Bump it, Andrew."
Oh my gosh, boys.
Are we
Okay, well, that was
serious?
the,
We got that much in the chat?
Yeah, that's what it's saying. 1,200 all of a sudden. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. That's insane. I love it. I appreciate it.
Hey,
I've been
Beard, if we ever get to the point where we need merch, my parents have a full-on business that do T-shirts and hats and everything. So maybe we can do some type of giveaway to our fans and stuff once we hit a certain amount. I'll make sure I take care of it on this end as far as getting a healthy price on things. So yeah, they got a full-on silk screen and embroidery shop. So
deal. We'll do it through your parents, man. No brainer. I'd love to. Yes, absolutely. Let's do it through your parents. If we have 30, I mean, so I'm on YouTube. Man, no brainer. I'd love. Oh, that's weird. We got a little reverb.
Yeah, no, I just clicked on the YouTube link of our show, and there's 1.4K.
It says we have. I don't know what it says. Live viewers. I don't know where it says live viewers. I guess I got to do it.
There's 1.4K watching.
I have 1,400 in the chat. I don't know what's going on. 1,534. This is this got to be some mistake is what's happening here. Anyway, so guys, thank you so much. Wherever you're coming from, I'm seeing 1.5 on my end. Hey, Robo D, thanks for subscribing. Leave a like. Check us out Monday through. Go ahead.
Nothing. You know what's funny? Perlo the other day when that crap was happening in the chat, he's like, "Well, it does help the algorithm."
Merch. Oh, shoot. My wife's in the chat. She's saying merch.
All those AI bots.
1.7. We're up to 1.7. I do not know what's going on tonight, guys. Jack and Chan, thank you. Thank you, Andrew. I think this is all from Andrew's Discord. And by the way, occupancy, I still see you in the chat. I sent you the link, so if you want to pop on here, we're thinking about wrapping up. But yeah, Jack and Chan, thank you so much. Great name, Jack and Chan.
If we have that many people on the chat, we should talk some trade stuff or something. My gosh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, we can't put them
I have 1,800. I have 1,800 in the chat. 1,800. Okay. Right. Yeah. Let's keep the show going for a little bit, just because this is unbelievably weird.
Hey, I'm grabbing a beer.
All right, Rico's grabbing a beer. I will call the 107 the official end of the show, and I'll edit it off. But we'll stay on and just chat hockey with you guys. We still got 2 games. I'm gonna stay up and watch this Vancouver LA Kings game. Leave a like, subscribe if you love hockey. We talk hockey 4 days a week here, NHL Nightly. We sometimes have our fans on. We're going to take a little hiatus from that, but we will get back to it once we get good fans. I need more than one mod too. I got Salty and Logan, I think Logan's still in high school, man. So like he lives on the East Coast. Gert's Death Squad, Salty Pepper. Hey, Beard, new sub. Hey, Gert's Death Squad. Thanks for subscribing. Leave a like. Yeah, anybody in the chat, we got as high as 1,800. Leave a like, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And if somebody's charging you, it's not us, so don't give them any money. Leave a like and subscribe. Please don't give them any money. We're not asking for money. Hey, anyone know what's happening with Larkin? Snotty, nice to have you in the chat. Yeah, he got injured. They say 2 to 4 weeks. So, yeah, it's going to be tough for the Red Wings. I think they're probably in the playoffs. I think they're probably safe. You're probably okay. And I do think, man, I think Yzerman's going to do some sneaky stuff here in the next couple of days. We are 3 days away from the trade deadline. On Friday, you can see me and Hot Take Hockey on his channel, over 50,000 subscribers. Today, Hot Take Hockey did a live stream on Bleacher Report. He's going places. He's moving and shaking. We're going to see John Viveros, shout out Hot Take Hockey, working hockey media someday. You might see him on your Sportsnet or TSN. That's how good he is. Hey, you may not even want to go there because, this YouTube thing is great. Yes, I know Lucy. Lucy's not a new fan. Steph Scarby's my wife, Lucy, in the chat. Lucy knows me from the Coach JB show, man. So diehard JB fan. By the way, Lucy, got to ask this question for me about JB. Does he like sports? I mean, he was bitching about the girl from Iowa, who I think is just amazing to watch. Like, sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up and enjoy the sport, JB. I love you, but just sit back and enjoy the sport. There's too much negativity in this world. Today I got a survey. I decided I made the fucking mistake of taking it. There was a lot of religious questions. And yes, Caitlin Clark. Lucy, what the fuck? JB's hating on Caitlin Clark? I mean, come on, JB. Do you like anything, man? Come on, dude. Besides food, we know you like food, bro. By the way, San Jose up 2-0. You could, I'll tweet it.
This is ridiculous, man. But everybody in their right mind had Dallas again after them squeaking out that 4-3 win against San Jose a few days ago. It's like, okay, they're just going to go in there and murder them tonight. And all of a sudden, San Jose's not playing for Calabrini here. It's like, what the hell is going on with the Sharks?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I still think they have a good chance. No, so Salty, we're not doing a joint stream. I'm just going to be on his channel on Friday. So, but we only do our show Monday through Thursday anyway. In football season, we do Tuesdays through Friday. The NHL is smart to stay away from the NFL. They're doing their best to keep the games low on Fridays, and they didn't really care about Thursdays, which I don't care because usually if the Thursday night game is a dud anyway. So, so we're 4 days a week. I love doing this, but I want to also have a break. And like the boys will tell you, when I went on vacation, I was like, don't call me, don't contact me. I don't care. I mean, I definitely wish you would have for the one interview, but outside of that, I did want to hear from you guys because I just wanted to enjoy the vacation. And I didn't watch really a lot of hockey while I was on vacation. It was kind of impossible to on the cruise. So I was able to get away for a little bit, which I think I will almost always honor around the All-Star break, take a break right after, like the players do, for a week. And it's good because there's not a lot of games. And I think we'll try to do that every year. I'm hoping to go to the Frozen Four, give us some college hockey coverage. We're trying to do a little bit of that. I try to bring the host stuff to it. Rico and Perlo definitely bring the gambling, but they're not without their great hockey opinions. Perlo's been watching the game since he was a kid. Rico played it at a very high level. And you were a D guy, right, too, Rico? You play D?
No, I was a forward. I'm playing D some nights in men's league whenever I have to, but yeah, I was the center on my team.
Which I think centers are some of the smartest players, too. You got to know where to be positionally, all this stuff, so it's always good to know that shit. And like me, Jonesy Nursey, hey, thanks, man. Glad to have you from Detroit. Thanks for being in. It's really good to have all you guys in.
Go Wings, Jonesy.
Yeah, please leave a like and subscribe, man. If half of you guys subscribe, we'll make our year goal. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like this occupancy. I've been in hot take hockey chats where he's rated guys that had like 3 or 4 guys, but I've never seen where we go from like 12. We had 20 almost all night. We're getting some numbers, guys. The promotions, tweet out, share the link. Definitely. Everybody in the show, occupancy's doing a great job with it. Rico, Perlo, every time, man, tweet it out. Let everybody know, hey, we're growing, man. We're growing. And
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so here's something when you're talking about the trade deadline, and I don't know why nobody is talking about this at all. His name has been out there like forever, and you don't hear. I don't hear it anywhere. Trevor Zegras is on the freaking trade.
Yeah, he was number 50 on the
Ducks.
Yeah, they're not going to trade him now, Perlo. Next year, maybe, or the year after. They got him a 3 year.
Why not?
Very fraud. Thank you so much for.
Yeah, but they don't want him. They don't want him. I'll
Perlo.
say that. I
Stop. Pause.
Like,
stop for a minute.
That's going to be.
Stop for a minute. Stop for a minute. Stop. Just stop for a minute. You're Pat Verbeek. You're the GM. You going to trade him at the trade deadline where you're very limited, or are you going to trade him at the draft or in the summer? He's not trading him.
Oh, you're not all that limited. if you can get the price you want for him.
And Proto, he's played 4 games this year. He's played 4 games. He's not going to play any more games. He's been injured most of the year. He started the season injured because he missed camp, and he's going to miss the rest of the season more than likely. So you can trade him when he's at the lowest of lows, or you're going to let him get a good season. Let's say he next year be in camp. He's under a really easy bridge deal right now. It's not a lot of money, $5 million, I think, a year. He's got 3 years left on that deal. That included this year, so 2 after this season. You're going to let him play himself back into an asset where then you might consider trading him. I'm not saying it's unlikely that they don't trade him, but they're not going to trade him at the trade deadline. Makes 0 sense with him being injured, bro. Like, the only way you would take on a guy like that if you're a playoff team is you think he's going to be back healthy and help you win. Who's going to trade at the trade deadline for a Trevor Zegras?
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. You would have to know that he was going to be healthy and help you win right away.
Yes, they're not going to. He will not move. I would stake my life on it. Jones's Nursery, thank you for subbing. I appreciate you subscribing. This is awesome. Thank you so much, guys. We're back to 1886, by the way. Unbelievable. Like, and crazy year. I've never seen anything like this on YouTube. So I really appreciate everybody coming out.
Andrew's been like the silent assassin this whole time in the chat. All of a sudden he put it out to his Discord and he's got this whole army behind him.
We thought we owed him $900 or something. Andrew, I don't know what happened, buddy.
What's Andrew got going on in his Discord there? Oh,
I don't know. Crap. Now we're up to 2015. I don't know. Hot Take Hockey.
Dude. I just sent a private message to Hot Take Hockey on Twitter. I said, dude, we're blowing up over 1,000 right now. I was like, wait, what is happening?
I do not know what's happening, Hot Take Hockey. I do not know. I don't know. Andrew dropped something in his Discord, and we just got a ton of viewers. Now, I don't know what this Discord is, but to have 2,000 viewers, that is pretty awesome. This could be the break we've needed, boys, to get our NHL Nightly podcast and our weekly show, NHL Nightly, Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern, where we talk hockey, we talk puck lines, we talk everything. We'll sometimes talk some other sports. Vince Lindsay, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. Leave a like, subscribe. We might hit I'm not seeing a growth in the subscribers, but I don't know, man.
We're over 2K in the chat right now. We're sending Andrew
2263 in the 2278 are in the chat. What is going on? I have no idea.
Hey, dude, Andrew's getting NHL Nightly pajamas for life. He can just throw them in the garbage every time he goes and every time he wakes up in the morning. Like that's
2,400 all of a sudden. I do not know what's happening. We were actually going to, hello, Bello. Thank you. New member. Appreciate you. Yeah. We've gone from like 270 to 284 in one single night. I appreciate you. Leave a like, subscribe. It really helps us out. I want to get to 500 subs by the end of the year, Hot Take. That was my goal. We might get to it by the end of the day today here. We've actually extended the show by 18 minutes just because I'm like, whatever. Occupancy, let me know what's going on with you because I sent you the link and I haven't seen you, so don't know what's going on there.
If we get to 500 tonight, Beard's going to jump in that lake behind his house buck naked.
You know what, Rico? That lake is 6 inches of ice, bro. If you want me to break my neck and die, it would take me 25 minutes to cut through the ice right now, my friend. So I am not going to jump in. Hey, by the way, I'm not going to jump in the thing naked. We're not going to promote any nudity at all on this show, barring the incidents that happened while I was on vacation and Perlo and Rico tried to bury my show. So yeah, we got hacked or something while I was gone. 2586. That's why this is insane. I don't know what's happening, but Cholo will chug a bag of milk if we get 500 subs. I don't think so. I'm not going to volunteer that. I'm not going to volunteer that for him. Anyway,
I don't know. Perlo didn't say no.
1,000 subscribers, which would mean we could monetize, which would be cool, which means we could bring you merch, which would help out Rico's parents because they run a merch show, and we're definitely going to use them if they can meet our needs. I've got all kinds of merch ideas. Absolutely will be merch. So, because merch will be
I'll chug a bag of milk. I'll chug a bag of milk just cause. I don't need a reason. So.
Perlo's a Milky Way.
Why not? What the hell? I'll do it for just for the fun of it. So yeah, I was going to get 500 subs. Do me up. So anyways, let's do trade talk. We got lots of people here. Let's show them what we know.
Yeah.
So go back to the big trade chips, and we'll see where they're going to go. Give me some trade chips, and we'll see where they're going to go. Or we're going to.
Okay, yeah. Give me a second here. Yeah. So John, do you want Salty has a question for you in the chat if you're still with us? Hot Take Hockey, by the way, up to 25.85. Unbelievable.
Hallback.
Andrew unleashed it. Dogs, man.
So the question is to our friend Hot Take Hockey, John Viveros at Hot Take Hockey. Shout out Hot Take Hockey. I will be with him on Friday during his trade deadline show. We will be live 8 a.m. Eastern or 9 a.m. Eastern. I don't know. He's going. Oh, Stankoven goal. Did you have Stankoven for
Stankoven? Man.
Speaking of Hot Take Hockey podcast, they interviewed Logan Stankoven, one of the guys, his first interviews, Hot Take Hockey, interviewed Mr. Logan Stankoven. So check that interview out. It's a good interview. I think it's from like a year ago now. If Hot Take's with us, he can throw in the chat that he wants Justin Hall back. I'm sure he does not. By the way, Dallas just tied the game 2-2. Was that a goal scoring prop you hit, Rico?
It sure was, my friend.
Ben scored.
So yes, I will be with Hot Take Hockey Friday for the trade deadline show on his channel. Hot Take Hockey will definitely be tweeting out the links. But in the meantime, check us out the rest of the week. We got 24:55. We're Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern, sponsored by Fans First Sports Network. We talk puck, we talk gambling, we talk parlays, we talk shot props. We've got some great guys. Occupancy comes on from Occupancy Monday. Rico, Perlo, and him are always on different trains of thoughts on the bets. We really are working hard to become a very good gambling hockey show, but we love the sport with the passion, and we love to talk about it. So we're also talking hockey, and we talk all 32 NHL teams. I talk a little college. My wife says the sports beard should have to do a polar plunge of some sort if they get to 500 while it's still cold in AK. Fuck you, lady. Okay? You'll be volunteering my body for a polar plunge. But if we hit 1,000 tonight, I'll do a polar plunge. No question. I'll do a polar plunge, and we'll film it. I'll wear shorts and all that. But if we get 1,000 subscribers, we have 20 through 66. So if half subscribe, we'll be to 1,200 subscribers. We'll jump from 284, which we're currently at, and we have 2349 watching us. I do not know what's happening. I'll do a polar plunge if we hit 1,000. We can monetize with 1,000. You guys can send donos. We can use that stuff to get Perlo on an internet that doesn't go through copper wire. I know he has the best internet in Edmonton, by the way, so we have no idea why his picture is the way it looks. I got him a webcam. We might just need to get him a better webcam, too. We'll figure it out because we'd like to see his smiling face when he's giving out picks. Jones's Nursery, hey, what's up, man? Let us know who you like. Who's your favorite NHL team if you like to bet. We're talking hockey most of the time. We like to talk trades. This week is the trade deadline. Perlo wanted to go over some of the trades. I'm going to bring up Frank Saravelli's top 50 from dailyfaceoff.com. Shout out them. I give them a lot of support. They're fledgling. It's Frank's company. He's the president of Professional Hockey Writers Association and one of the most respected NHL insiders in the NHL. And I'm going to have him on this show. I'm going to reach out to him, and we're going to have Frank on this show. I want to see if he'll do the thing. We'll figure it out. We may have to do a day interview. I do not care. We're going to ask him to come on. I just don't want to do it during the trade deadline. I'd like to do it post when things are a little bit chill for him. So I will reach out to him and have him on the show. David Loyce, thank you. Watching from London. That is sick. Brother, shout out who you like. I should have worn my London Knights jersey tonight. I was going to wear it. Now that's London, Ontario, but still London Knights.
How do you know it's not London, England?
No. He could be from. I thought it was London, England. I was guessing London, England. But David, if you're
Ontario, would be Ontario. Yeah.
Oh no, he says big fan of hockey. Used to live in Canada, so he's from. Thank you. He's from London, England. London, England.
Yes, sir.
And I imagine he doesn't live directly in London, and he lives in one of those outlying areas that's considered Greater
Dude,
London.
That's great, Andrew. We can't thank you enough, man. A lot of these guys are coming over from your Discord. It's all solid play, man. Well appreciated. Nice to see everybody in the chat following along. We appreciate all of you.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting a lot of subscribers from this. I mean, we've dropped up 10 or 12 subscribers. So, HH, thank you, man.
Appreciate you. I really appreciate you guys subscribing. If you don't like hockey, you know nothing about it, please still join. And, if you always have questions, man, we're always happy to answer. We got two guys that both grew up playing hockey, and I've been watching it since I was a kid. Andrew, you are the rock star, definitely the Sports Beard Man of the Year for me, man. I appreciate you very much. Let's figure out this.
Are on order.
Yeah, let's figure out what's going on with your credit card thing too, man. Like, I don't want that to get lost in the sauce.
No, that'll take care of it. Yeah,
don't get yourself banned. He said he's posting in 57 different groups. Don't get yourself banned from whatever Discord server, man. Like, I know some of these people don't appreciate people dropping in stuff. So, people, if you come in, we appreciate you coming in. But unreal.
Best, man.
Yeah,
what unreal, man. He's a beauty. As they say in the hockey world, he's a beauty.
Yeah, look at what Hot Take Hockey just created. What is happening on NHL Nightly? 2,500 join up. Dude, this is awesome. Insane. I can't believe it. Insane.
Yeah, Beard, you're right, man. If anybody's new to the game or anything, like I grew up in Northern Ontario. I was on skates when I was 3 years old, played hockey my whole life. So even any fundamental questions about the game, anything like that, you want to pick my brain, our brains, we'll do our best to get the answer for you if we don't have it, for sure.
Yeah, man, I got some of the best and the brightest, and we're not going to hold back. I want to have big names on this show. We're going to work very hard for you. By the way, guys, this is our 54th episode. If you did not know, this is our 54th episode of the podcast. We will have been going for a year on May the 8th. That's Rico, Perlo, and I in some form or another. Only 53 episodes of NHL Nightly. That has started since the season. 6 subs away from 300. Something's happening. Butterfly Queen, thank you for joining us. Lick My Stick. Hockey from Glasgow, Scotland. My God, Lick My Stick. Cool, Ben. Andrew, thank you. You're putting this in things where people actually care about hockey, which is super cool. I really appreciate it. Unbelievable. Yes, this is untapped market. Shamia. Hey, Andrew. Shamina, did I say that? Shamima? If I said that wrong, I so apologize. I don't know what to say, guys. You know me, man. I usually can't shut the hell up.
I'd say Shamima, but we should do this is our 54th show. We got to dedicate it to who played as number 54 in the NHL. Was there never an NHLer that had number 54 on their back?
Oh, trade incoming from Hot Take Hockey. We got some breaking news. What is the Hot Take? Drop in the trade. I was actually just responding to you on Twitter. What is the trade news?
Hey, Irish San Fran.
Irish Precious. Tuning in from San Francisco. That's our friend Occupancy's area. He's in the Bay Area. Shout out. We're watching the Sharks and Stars right now. Currently, that game is 2-2. I don't know if I have the scoreboard updated because I've kind of been blown away with all of a sudden we got 2,500 people in the chat. Andrew's been our sleeper cell. He just figured out how to market us or something. He's like a sleeper cell. He's like a marketing genius all of a sudden. And we're just chattering Twitter hockey. Dude, I've been in big chiclet straws, like 800, 900 for game notes. Like, there's no hockey thing that's drawing 2,500 viewers. So it's unbelievable, man. Andrew, thanks again for sharing the stream. Andrew, the cool guy, 2005. Dude, thank you. Adrian, the cool guy, 2005. Adrian, the cool guy. Thank you so much. Lindholm. What? Lindholm? What are you talking about? Trade, Salty? I'm looking for the trade. Mock trade. Who says no? New York or Arizona? New York receives Jason Zucker. Arizona receives Capo Caco. I don't think they're going to trade Capo Caco for like a Jason Zucker. I think they can still get something for Capo Caco. Caco Caco is a 24-year-old kid who's not dead. I mean, I still don't think he's lived up to the potential he's able to be. I think we haven't seen the best of Caco Caco on ice. I don't know what you guys are thinking. What do you think on that trade?
No. There's no way you're trading Caco for Zucker. There's no way. Why would you do that? That would be silly. And that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, no, I love it, Perlo. I agree with you 100%. Rico, what do you think on that one?
What, Caco?
Kako for Jason
for
Zucker.
Zucker.
I mean, Zucker's making a lot more than he should. And he's kind of banged up a little bit too, and Kako hasn't done anything. So this is a trade where it can go right for either team. I mean, Zucker's a good winger that they needed. I mean, they needed somebody up front with Hedl going down for the year. I know he played mostly center and stuff, but that good trade. I mean, Kako, maybe a little change of scenery. Some people can't play in New York, having big bright lights, big city. So, a little change of scenery might be good for Kako as well too. So all the best to him. But Zucker, he won the cup in Pittsburgh, I think, too, didn't he? The last cup that they won. I think he was on that.
Yeah, I think he was on that. No. You know what? He might have been post. Well, was he on that? I don't think he was on that 2017 team. I don't think. Let me look it up. Let's talk about another hot take hockey. We're waiting for the trade that you're breaking. We have Logan Stanko. Perhaps his preferred nickname is Stank. He likes Stank. That's from the Dallas Stars. So that's Dallas Stars Twitter tweet.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it looks like Dallas traded I think Vancouver traded Lindholm.
Did they?
Yeah,
Vancouver.
I know Lindholm just walked off the ice and basically went to the Canucks room.
Is he injured?
I'll bet.
I know they had a trade in the works for him. They talked about it.
Demon, thanks for being in the chat.
I'll bet you he goes back to Carolina.
Did you DM me Hot Take Hockey? DM me on Twitter. DM me what did you get? I didn't see it. I just replied to your. It's unbelievable. By the way, we have 20 plus people in the X thing too. 21 people. I have not been checking the X feed, so awesome to have everybody in X. So thanks everybody. I went back to my. I'm unverified right now too. Hey guys, the email I got from Tim about the subscription said pay $99 a month, but it charged $9.99. Yeah. Hey, so Jason 49ers, you should not have gotten anything from Tim. That is fraud. Contact your credit card. We don't charge a service. I'm gonna have to get a hold of YouTube. You're the second person to bring that up. We don't have a membership fee, man. It's just subscribe. Don't respond to any email from Tim. And I'll put that out on the ticker, man. Like, no, we don't charge. Any email is fraud. So if you got charged $1,000, that is fraud. You shouldn't be charged anything from this channel. We don't have enough subscribers to donate. By the way, we're almost at 300 subscribers, 5 from 300, 295. My goal is to get to 500 by the end of the year. This February, March the 5th, as tonight is March the 5th episode of NHL Nightly, sponsored by Fans First Sports Network. I'm your host, Jeremiah Maxwell, a.k.a. the Sports Beard, coming to you live from Anchorage, Alaska. With me, as always, maybe, is Rico in Barrie, Ontario, casual gamer, gambler, handicapper-ish, men's league player, former AAA, originally from Thunder Bay, which half of Canada's hockey teams are from. A main man, Steve Duncan, Perlo Wisdom. You got the same thing from Tim, but hey, no, Pakistan, do not join. There's nothing to join. Don't pay the $9.99. There is no $9.99. We don't have a monthly fee. Do not join. There's nothing. Lindholm back to Carolina. I wrote that. I didn't write that.
I did.
I think Lindholm to Boston.
Oh, you wrote it in the chat. Okay. I was like, oh, Perlo, dude, get on your own YouTube and write in as you. Okay. Get on YouTube and watch the thing. If you can. If you need multiple monitors, that's something we can think about getting you for thing. Yeah, new sub. Hey, Submerged Dreams. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, Hot Take Hockey, but the guys when we're running the stream, like right before I got back, they had some porn bots come in and they were trying to ban. They accidentally banned KQ, but I checked, KQ's not banned, so we haven't seen KQ since, but we'll see what happens. So it's a good deal for Memorial Cup tickets, eh, Salty? Yeah, so
I guess people are getting some emails. I don't know if that's under Tim. We think Tim York got hacked. YouTube came in and told him, Davey UK, hockey from Liverpool. Awesome, Davey UK, man. Thanks for being with us, man. Check us out. We're on 10 p.m. Eastern. It's 6 p.m. Alaska Standard Time here. I'm in Alaska. Rico's in Ontario on the East Coast, and Perlo's in Mountain Time in Edmonton, Alberta. Let us know what time it is there in England. We've got somebody from London. We've got somebody from now Liverpool, which is awesome. When I was deployed to Kosovo, man, there were Brits on the base, and everybody was from Manchester and Liverpool. And at the time, those two teams were pretty good.
Yeah, how does Hot Take know KQ is banned? He said KQ is banned, I think. Because I did that by accident that one night. So how do we get him back in?
I don't know. He's not banned from on purpose. I don't know what happened, Hot Take. I looked. He's not showing on the block list for YouTube. If you blocked him in here, Libby, I'm from London too. All right, Libby 2.0, thanks. Hope you're a huge hockey fan. Check out the show, man. I'd love to go to the UK and see some hockey over there. I hear you guys do it great. Biz always talks about his time playing in Ireland. Did he play in Ireland or Scotland? Which one did he play in? Biz talks about that on Spittin' Chicklets. By the way, I know Biz. I've met him. He's great. KQ isn't blocked on mine, and he's telling you he's banned. Yeah, he's not banned, Hot Take. I mean, I checked. I don't know. I'll have to check the settings here and see if maybe, Rico, you think you did it from the interface in here? Because you can do it.
I either did it from the interface in here or from YouTube, because there's those AI.
Yeah, if you ban or delete their comments, you can ban user and delete their comments from in here. And I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might have been in here.
You still learning the rules. I watch it because mostly they're hot mostly. Yeah, Libby, you're not the only woman that thinks that. We always joke you never see a hockey player married to an ugly woman.
My wife loves watching football just because they wear tight pants and tights. So it's like that's the only way I get her to watch a game.
Yeah. If Beard goes to London for hockey, his wife will totally crash that party. Oh, my wife chiming in. So to let us know. Yes, of course, I'm going to London with my wife. I've decided I like taking vacations with her. Yeah, look, this is incredible. 2384 in the chat. Again, I'll put out a PSA. Do not subscribe to a $9.99 email. We don't charge a membership. We will let you know if we do. If we do, you will get something back. The maximum it will be $9.99. We're not doing anything crazy. But we're not doing that now, and it's currently we can't ask for memberships. If you're getting an email, hey, hockey fan and card collector, Michael, thanks for being in here. We'll talk some hockey cards. I know a couple guys who are big into hockey cards, and maybe we'll have them on. One of my local friends here is a big hockey card collector. I know a couple of guys. Hey, Michael, thank you for subscribing. Hey, anybody in the chat, please leave a like, subscribe. It's the Sports Beard on YouTube. I only really do live shows, but we do upload this podcast. It's Fans First Sports Network on your Apple Podcast or Spotify. Look for FFSN NHL Nightly, Fans First Sports Network NHL Nightly. You can find us on Apple or Spotify. So the podcast is uploaded either the night of or after the show the next day, so you can get some of Perlo's picks, Rico's shot props / goal scoring props. I think this is our 54th episode. I think Rico hits a goal scoring prop like every day. They're dive out listeners of the Ice Guys. Shout out the Ice Guys, Ian Kennedy, Alex B. Smith, incredible hockey gamblers. Bacon, been looking for you, brother. Love you. So glad to see you. Your Flames are still killing it, and they traded half their thing. So yeah, don't answer any emails, Adrian, from Tim the Cool Guy. Put that in spam. Adrian the Cool Guy, that is spam. That is not from us. If you're getting any emails from anybody, that is fraud. I'm going to reach out to YouTube after the show. We'll figure it out. But I think somebody is spamming, using our name to get people to. I haven't taken any money from anybody. I'm not getting any money. This is we're not doing that. So if you're here because you like hockey, we'll want you here to listen to our hockey takes.
our picks, and mainly Perlo and Rico's, and our good friend Occupancy on Occupancy Mondays comes. So, Lindholm isn't out for the second period. It is going down, Bacon. So this is Elias Lindholm? So do you think Rutherford just, I mean, guys, I'm scratching my head here. Like,
I'm not.
Okay, so hold on. Let's back up the truck here. Hold on, Perlo. Hold on. Let me say this before I lose my train of thought. Okay, there were rumors that Pettersson was being shopped or Carolina was interested because Rutherford wasn't playing games. Rutherford Alvin. Okay, so Pettersson signs the extension. Lindholm hasn't worked out. Salty says it was a stupid trade. Do you think that they would send Elias Lindholm to Carolina for maybe Aho, or who would they get off? It's got to be comparable. If you're sending Lindholm, what would you be getting back from Carolina that you could make a difference?
I just said he was going to go back to Carolina. They're going to get Kekalainen.
Kekalainen. Yeah. The former general manager of the Columbus Blue Jackets?
Not Kekalainen.
What are you talking about?
Kokaniemi.
You think Jesperi Kotkaniemi is the guy they're trading for Elias Lindholm? No way.
No, that's only one piece. They're going to get more than one piece.
Crash Bandicoot, thanks for being with us. Appreciate you coming from the Discord.
What about Brett Pesce? He's a UFA for Carolina, is he not?
Pesce makes sense. Pesce makes sense to me. Pesce, I would see, because Pesce's a winger, right? And Lindholm's not a winger. No, Lindholm's a pure center.
Pesce's a defenseman.
He's a defenseman.
Yeah.
I could also see Lindholm to Boston too, though, man.
If you got Aho or Pesce, I agree. I think Aho probably they wouldn't trade him. Aho seems a little high. Yeah, I don't think Aho would be in that deal.
Kokaniemi, Pesce, and a pick. That's what I think it's going to be. Kokaniemi, Pesce, and a pick.
The Pens are completely out of it, Bacon. They're out. They are out. They were out of it when they lost to Calgary. They're out of it. No way, Bacon.
I'll bring it back.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Beard, I joined the other day and Tim was showing adult content, but was making out that it was coming from Rico. Just thought you should know that this was filth coming from Tim's computer. Thank you, British Kirsty. I think we've got it worked out. Tim wasn't doing it intentionally. I think he got hacked or something. But people are receiving emails from Tim that are in Tim's name. I don't believe Tim York would be doing this. Perlo, you've known him for how many years? We think he just got his computer was compromised. He got a virus or something. Somebody's hacked him and was able to put out. I don't know how you could even show adult content without my permission on here. I mean, Perlo could have booted him and banned him from the StreamYard interface. We use StreamYard. So again, British Christie, so apologize you were here for that. We definitely got a strike from YouTube, even though they were in here kind of mitigating. So again, to everybody, I apologize if you saw that or you were offended by that. It was not done intentionally. We think it was hacked. We shout out to Tim York. We believe Tim is a good guy. I don't think Tim is at front. But if you're receiving emails from Tim or somebody, do not answer them. Throw them in the spam or report them to your providers that you're being catfished for money. Don't give any money. Our friend Andrew, and then we had another person tonight. Don't join. I would never ask for money for this. Is a free podcast, which you can get on Apple and Spotify. We're also live on X, Twitch, and YouTube. Bacon. Again, I think it's fun to speculate. You're not hearing an injury, but if you got hurt, sometimes it's too soon. No, it just Elliot Friedman just tweeted, my friend. Elias Lindholm, who left the first period, is returning to the game for the Canucks. So he's not been traded. But fun to speculate craziness about that. So
might have went to a sushi bar in LA. Might have had a bad meal.
Yeah, he could have just be sick, or he could have got a cramp or something. I just checked and got the email from Tim too. Demon. Okay, yeah. definitely do not answer the emails. Do not give them any money. Don't give them any of your personal stuff. This show does not offer money. I'm going to put up a banner. We're not charging. So do not. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I'll just throw this up. Do not pay Tim to an email for this show. Yeah, I probably should spell respond correctly. This is kind of slowly turning into a crazy cool night, but also kind of a crazy nightmarish night because I definitely don't want. What's happening?
Yeah, the YouTube moderator came in and said Tim needs to reset his password for Google and reset his computer and run a virus scan. So there's definitely something going on. We had him on here as a co-host the other night, and it looked like the YouTube moderator came right in the chat and flagged explicit content and said there was something going on. And I relayed that message to Tim, so hopefully he fixed it on his end. But people that get their credit card charged.
Tim was definitely hacked. Yeah, Hot Take Hockey. Do not answer a message from Tim. We're gonna stay on. Everybody, 2069. Tim sent the email. Demon, you got the email. Do not respond to an email. I may have gotten the email from Tim for all that matter.
And call your credit card company and get the charges clawed back.
Yeah, well, I think we've had two people that gave money to this thing as Tim. Okay. Don't give Tim any money. And again, we believe Tim's email was hacked. We don't believe this is actually Tim York. This is somebody disguised as Tim York, who's known to be on this show. He filled in quite a bit while I was gone for 2 weeks. This is kind of turning into a nightmare here too, man. Like, we don't want anybody to give any money to any fraudulent thing. I'll post something out. Perlo, if you've got Tim's number, just reach out to him and let him know what's going on. I want to make sure he's good. I don't know. I might have Tim's too, actually. I've got him. I do not have him. So if you have Tim's contact, reach out to him and just give him a heads up. Okay, HH. Yeah, dude, it says the email contains a virus. We believe that our friend Tim York was hacked, and somehow anybody he's interacted with on this show is getting emails. I have not seen anything from him, but hopefully it went into the. Yeah, I've not seen anything. You check your guys' emails. If I find anything, I'll tweet out that this is fraud. And but I mean, I only have, I'm just about 1,000 subscribers on Twitter. So, I mean, we've got more than that in this channel right now. 2175, insane. Yeah, good. Crash Bandicoot. We don't want anybody to do not click on the link. Do not click on the link. Do not click on the link. Don't click on the link. Don't do anything. What is happening? What is happening tonight, guys? This is insanity. I don't know.
Andrew was the silent assassin, man. He was just a quiet guy, just,
Yeah, but he's having this problem where he gave money to somebody too. Like, that's my concern. Like, yeah. I love getting the viewerships. And Andrew, thank you so much for dropping in these hockey discords where we're getting hockey fans to come and listen to the show. By the way, 3-2 Sharks are up 3-2. I think we had a couple people from San Francisco, San Jose area. So that score is up to date. We're in the second period there, right? Correct? They just took the score away from me. Come on, man. Yeah, okay. 14:23 left in the second period in that one. Vancouver, LA is still 1-0. That is in the second. 10:30 left in that one. And is that Arizona-Chicago game final?
I think those were the only 3 live games. Excuse me. Yeah. We talked about yesterday, tomorrow's games. So earlier in the chat about the hour mark, 50-minute, 45-minute mark, we talked about the 3 games tomorrow. So if you're wondering those picks, go back and check those out. Or you could download the pod on Apple or Spotify. I should have that up tonight. Recap of the scores: Panthers won 5-3 over the Devils. Jackets lost to the Penguins 3-5. Oilers come back, win 2-1 over the Bruins. Blues lose to the Islanders. Big game for the Islanders, pretty much. That the Predators' 8-game winning streak is closed. I think Sammy McKee had money on the Preds today too, didn't he? So bummer on that one. The Habs won. The Kraken get a big win to keep their playoff hopes alive against the Winnipeg Jets in Winnipeg. And the Blackhawks win 5-2 final against the Arizona Coyotes. Of course they do. Arizona looked like they were playing Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final against the Caps. If you missed the big news today, the Capitals traded Anthony Mantha to the Vegas Golden Knights for a 2nd round and a 4th round pick. I like the deal for both teams. We talked about that at the beginning of the show. We hit 300 subs. Whoa! 300 subs. We are 200 away from our goal for the year. Brian Jones watching from Sydney. Big Leafs fan here. Awesome, Brian. Thank you so much for being in. Please leave a like and subscribe. Like I said, we're on Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what that is. Australian time. Where are you at? I don't know if you're New South Wales or you're over on the other side with Perth. You're up north. And just let us know where you're coming from. Well, you're in Sydney, so that is New South Wales, right? Australian.
What do they call 15 hours? That's about 15 hours ahead of me anyway. Eastern time.
What do they call? What do they call them? They call them provinces in Australia. What do they call them? Territories. What do they call them? States. What do they call them in Australia? You guys know from school? I'm trying to think. You guys remember? Do you remember? So there's, I don't know what they call them, but you've got Western Australia, you've got Northern Territory, you've got Queensland, New South Wales, which I think that's where Sydney is, right? Then you got Victoria, and then you got Southern Australia, right? I think those are then you got Tasmania, and of course you got New Zealand, but that's their own country, right? So, but those are like the provinces or states or whatever they call territories.
Provinces.
They call them provinces? Okay. All right.
Or the states and territories too.
Yeah.
Like I think.
Yeah, states. I see states and territories. Map of Australia. So yeah. Anyway, those seem like the ones. Yeah, Australian states and territories. So yes, Sydney is in New South Wales. Melbourne is in Victoria. Lucy says she thinks they're states. Lucy, shout out you being with us. With the Bachelor's not on. I love that you're listening to our hockey talk. I so appreciate it. Plus, it's not early there in Texas. Are you an empty nester now, Lucy? You'll have to tell me if all the kids are out of the house now. I know you only had a son and a daughter, but are you an empty nester now? We just adopted, by our way, our 5th dog. Little rescue. Perlo Wisdom. Gensel to Vegas for Denisenko, Thompson, and the first of is this deal done? And is that a question, Jared? Jared's
no,
Gensel to Vegas for Deforiev, Logan Thompson, and a first.
I'm posting trades that I think could happen. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Is that the trade you posted? Oh, you are an empty nester now, Lucy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, I think that something like that could happen. That's all I'm doing. I'm just posting trades. I'm doing a Markstrom trade right now, and I post in the chat too.
Oh my god, dude!
just for fun.
Dude, man, we are so edgy. The fact that Lindholm left the game and we're thinking he got traded when they just traded for him. They're not giving up on Lindholm.
Twitter was blowing up too, man.
I know. I mean, it's lynch mob social media, man. Like, we're so fucking starved for news on this shit. Like, good God, dude.
My sources tell me Perlo is being traded for Jim Matheson. Was that the trade all along? I take it.
I hope that's not a fair trade. I seriously hope that's not a fair trade.
Who's Jim Matheson?
316 subs.
Oh, he's horrible.
Who's Jim Matheson?
He's an Edmonton. He's an Edmonton reporter dude that just likes to kiss ass for the Oilers all the time.
Oh, I mean, isn't that isn't that just about everybody that works for the Oilers kisses their ass? I mean, all the
at
sports.
least Principe doesn't really. Principe is just a rah-rah, like doesn't have an opinion guy who just community dude. Everybody.
Dude, they're always slobbing on the Oilers knob every time I watch that broadcast. And I love you guys know. You guys know I love Jack Michaels. He called games here in Alaska. I love Jack Michaels. I know he doesn't do all the Oilers games, but yeah, I don't know how he got everybody's email. Bacon. So here's what I'll say. You guys are on YouTube because you got to use Crash Bandicoot. My wife is a Rangers fan, but I had this up from yesterday's game between the Rangers and the thing. I actually very rarely wear a jersey, and I'm wearing the Washington Capitals reverse retro, or not reverse retro, throwback. It's just a vintage one that Mitchell and Ness is putting out, but it's just like a wear around jersey, like, you know, it's not the old stitchy heavy ones. I have a Steve Konowalchuk that looks like this too, but it's a lot warmer to wear. So yeah, Bacon, just real quick, like you guys, YouTube is part of Google. You have to have an email to sign up for YouTube. Most people just use the Google that is associated with their YouTube to sign up for it, unless you're like a shit disturber and you get banned from a lot of channels. But so yeah, I think that's what happened with KQ, Rico, is you banned him from here, and I'm gonna have to figure out how that works. So we'll figure out KQ. I'll look it out. I'll figure it out. Hopefully, man, we get you back. We've had Bacon in though. We lost KQ, where I was a resident Flame guy, and we get Bacon in. So nice to have you, Bacon. I've been missing you. Bacon, I used to play little online hockey with Bacon and some of the boys from Hot Take Hockey. Oakley, shout out Owen Oakley. Never get Oakley in here. It is on the East Coast. He's a youngin', so he's probably crashed out by the time we're on. But we talked yesterday's episode, the Devils firing Lindy Ruff. Check that out again, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or you can check it out on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube. And you can always watch the live replays on my YouTube under the live tab. Check out community. I do put community notes in from time to time when I'm gone and stuff too. So Oakley is a dad now. That makes sense, Bacon. Now we know why we haven't seen Oakley in a while. Oakley's taking care of a baby. Congratulations. Hey, Bacon, if you talk to him, shout him out. This would be Bacon when we're playing like 3-on-3 Hot Take Hockey, or somebody would jump in, really had some fun games. He'd be like, Oakley, what are you doing, Oakley?
Looks like me and Perlo are gonna have to run the NHL Nightly Trade Deadline show while you're on a Hot Take with these viewers.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have a show, but no, I mean, guys, we don't have a show normally Friday anyway, so like it's okay that I'm on another show and promoting our show. It's just gonna help grow it. I'm working very hard on my end to get followers, and thanks to Andrew, we got a nice boost because we went from 264 to 300 followers tonight. So, and no, you're not doing anything without permission from me until we get this Tim York thing sorted out. I do not want to have this going on. This is bad, and people are giving their hard-earned money to fraudsters who are posing as Tim under the guys that come to our show. I do not want that at all. I mean, so no, we're going to do it the right way. We're going to do it the right way. We're going to build this show the right way, and I'm not going to take advantage of people. I want to make sure that people aren't being victimized because of our channel. That would break my heart. So Markstrom to the Devils for Holtz, Dawes, and a first. Not happening. Yeah. So I don't know. Was that another one of your tweets, Perlo, that he's responding to?
Yeah, I'm just throwing stuff out there. You guys can debate whatever you want.
Yeah, I
think that they would get back on.
Well, yeah, and you could say it in the chat here too, man. Like, it's fine. I just
want to keep redressing it.
Yeah.
We've been live for
it
2
out
hours.
there. I heard that Holtz was for sure part of the deal. Holtz was for sure part of the deal.
I heard that too. And like I said yesterday, Frank Saravelli reported that Don Maloney was the one that nixed the trade. And I think that the fallout and what I heard Friedman kind of reiterate was that Markstrom was pissed that, why would you say you were going to trade me and then not trade me? So he was kind of irritated by that because he had to agree. By the way, we're 3-3 Dallas Stars. I didn't see that tying goal, but I will give you an update on who scores it. Yeah, guys, my check to statement and live been overcharged through the annual membership by $900. Yeah, so Davey UK, call your credit card company. We don't have an annual membership. Do not speak to Tim direct. Tim York is not a part of this show. He's a guest, but he's been hacked, and people are being sent emails and guys to him. Do not give membership to this show to anybody. We don't charge a membership. We don't have a membership. We can't even do that through YouTube until we have 1,000 followers. So please do not do any of that. I will do a PSA video after we're done tonight that says, hey, if you're getting an email, if anybody can send me what they're seeing, a screenshot or whatever, I'll say, don't respond to any email, guys against Tim York. That's all fraud. I appreciate people think so highly of us that they would sign up and join. We must be getting a lot more on Twitter that I haven't been seeing either. So I really appreciate that. So it sounded like it came up from above even the Flames brass there, Jared. So the president of hockey ops there, I think, is Don Maloney, right? So Conroy's the GM.
There's one thing about when Travis Green stepped behind the bench tonight is he did basically sit out Nemec as well too, and he kept Holtz on the fourth line right wing as well. So that goes to show that maybe either he's got to work his way up the lineup or he's basically 1 foot out of the starting lineup as well too. So Holtz and Nemec will be in play when it comes to a New Jersey trade.
How many Devils games have you guys watched this year? I'll just tell you, I've watched like a half dozen, and I'll tell you, like, Simone Nemec has not looked like a liability to me. I mean, I think Luke Hughes has been a problem, and I don't know what's going on with the Hughes thing, but because his brother's the captain or whatever, is he the captain? No, he sure's the captain. Sorry, but his brother's a very prominent player on the team, and I don't know what's happening there if they're kind of pussyfooting around, scratching him, but he is at times he offensively is So I understand, Davey, why you think it was good, but it's fraud. And get the word out if you know anybody. Andrew, posting those things, do not respond to a thing in those Discords or whatever. That's fraud. You're going through the same thing. I know. I hope Andrew's still with us here. Tim. Like I said, Tim York's not a part of this show, and he's been hacked. And we believe Tim is a genuinely innocent person on this. If money is going to him, it's going to, I don't know, criminals. I signed up too, Davey. You need to contact your bank ASAP. Zach Breaks. Okay, Zach Breaks. Yeah, contact your bank and say, hey, look, this was and the guys were sure. So it's crazy. So yeah, I understand that, and Jared, I don't want to spend the whole show. We've been going a while talking about the Flames. Again, we reviewed the games again about the 50-minute mark of the show. Definitely back up the games for tomorrow. Maple Leaf Sabres, those are TNT games. Red Wings Avs, that was the greatest rivalry in the 90s. Love that rivalry. And then we got Senators Ducks. Okay. So the trade deadline is Friday. Again, I will be live on Hot Take Hockey's channel. Our show is Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern. 7 o'clock Pacific. With me as always, Perlo and Rico. On Mondays, we have Occupancy from San Jose, California, but New York Islanders fan. Also excellent gambler. Always has really smart props and brings a lot of information to the stream. So, yeah, find it, fix it. We've let Tim know. Perlo, reach out to him for sure. Let's get Tim on this. The people that signed up for a membership need to contact their bank. So again, that wasn't through anybody of us. I'll make sure that's on the banner and stuff like that at some point if we have this. Email fraud alert. My God, dude. Don't respond to any emails from Tim York. Okay. Okay. They are fraud. Is he Yorke? Perlo? Is that how he's? This is not Tim York. Yeah, I really feel for Tim, man. I think he's going through, maybe he might be going through some identity theft stuff here too, man. So
yeah, it's Yorke.
What is going on? Oh, right, Jared. Happy birthday on Friday. Join me on the Hot Take Hockey stream for the trade deadline, 8 a.m. Eastern, I think we're going. So, yeah, Zach Breaks, Davey, all you guys, Andrew, anybody else that signed up, definitely cancel that. I don't know if you get your $10 back, but some people are being charged $900. Okay. All right. Yeah, just send me the name, Perlo, and you can put it in the private chat, and we'll be good. I think we're going to end the show anyway, guys. 1779 still going. Been a great show. There's still 2 games on, 3-3, middle of the game with Dallas and San Jose, and the other game going is Vancouver, LA. I really wanted to sit down and watch. That game is tied. Phil Deneau was your first goal scorer. Nils Höglander, who might be in the trade rumors. So we'll talk about that tomorrow on the show. Same time. I would go through final thoughts, but we've had a 2.5-hour show. So I really appreciate everybody that came out tonight. We had almost 3,000 people in the chat. Unbelievable. Like, I still don't know what the hell is going on. Andrew, thank you so much. We'll talk to you later. Have a great day.